The Badlands are well known for their amazing scenery. The rugged Badlands wall, towering spires, and deep canyons offer plenty of breathtaking views. But how did the Badlands form? The simple explanation lies in two geologic processes: deposition and erosion. Deposition began 75 million years ago when the western interior seaway covered what is now the Great Plains. Over time, the mud of the deeply buried sea floor hardened into shale. When the Rocky Mountains rose, the ancient sea retreated. Today, paleontologists find fossils of clams, ammonites, and marine reptiles in the pure shale. Once the water was gone, the sea floor was exposed to air. Plants grew and ancient animals roamed the land. The exposed mud weathered into a tropical soil. The yellow mounds are evidence of this ancient ecosystem. Next, we have the rolling gray hills of the Chadron Formation. At this time, the environment was still warm and humid. Huge meandering rivers carried tons of sediment from the Black Hills. The sediment was deposited here because this area was once a low point, a geologic basin. From 34 to 30 million years ago, the climate shifted from subtropical to cooler and drier. River channels and wind-blown sediments deposited the Brule Formation. As the rivers flooded, sand, silt, and mud piled up. Many fossils from the golden age of mammals, such as ancient rhinos, horses, and saber-toothed cats, are preserved in these layers. The very highest peaks in the Badlands are the Sharps Formation. The Rocky Ford ash came from huge volcanic eruptions to the west. As the ash erodes, it forms bentonite clay, which makes the Badlands mud very sticky. An ancient sea, rivers, floodplains, and wind-blown volcanic ash deposited sediment here 75 to 25 million years ago. Eventually, those sediments harden into sedimentary rock layers. But that is only part of the story. Today, the forces of erosion shape the Badlands. Starting approximately 500,000 years ago, modern rivers began to cut down into the prairie, carving the Badlands. Different rock types erode at different rates. Harder rocks like sandstone and limestone erode slower than softer rocks like mudstone. This mix of rock types causes dramatic rock formations such as windows, balancing rocks, and mushroom-shaped hoodoos. Deposition and erosion, those two powerful forces have shaped the Badlands landscape over millions of years. Enjoy the scenery today as you continue to learn more about its geologic past. Thank you for watching Badlands in Brief. Welcome to Badlands National Park. I'm Ranger Julie Jondrew. At first glance, the vast mixed grass prairie can seem lifeless, but in reality, this ecosystem is home to over 250 species of wildlife, including birds, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. When most people look for wildlife in the park, they hope to see large mammals such as bison, bighorn sheep, deer, and pronghorn. When it comes to finding animals, there are never any guarantees, but we have put together a few tips to help you. You can see bison from the Sage Creek Rim Road on the west side of the park. Look for bison anywhere between the Sage Creek Campground and Roberts Prairie Dog Town. In fact, prairie dog towns, such as this one, are excellent places to look for many other prairie species. You might even spot a bobcat, a badger, or a swift fox on the prowl. As you continue through the park, be on the lookout for bighorn sheep from Roberts Prairie Dog Town to Ancient Hunter's Overlook. Ewes and lambs are often spotted from the road in this area. Notice that their horns really aren't that big. It is only the rams that have the immediately recognizable large curled horns. As you cruise the rest of the Badlands Loop Road, you could see mule deer just about anywhere. Watch for their big ears and bouncing gait. Pronghorn, also known as antelope, are often grazing in the stretch of prairie on the north side of the road from Homestead Overlook to Bigfoot Pass. Pronghorn have characteristic white markings. All males and some females have the pronged horn for which they are named. If you experience an exciting wildlife sighting, Stop at the Ben Rifle Visitor Center to let a ranger know. Rangers will update the map and share your sighting with other visitors. Success in finding park wildlife is dependent on many factors such as weather, time of day, and just plain luck. Consider driving the loop road at dusk or dawn. This will increase your chances of seeing all kinds of park wildlife. Still haven't seen anything? Try going for a hike. The longer you stay in the park, the better your chances of seeing wildlife. Remember to stay a respectful distance away from any park wildlife. When an animal reacts to your presence, it means that you are too close. Good luck looking for wildlife, and I hope you enjoy your visit to Badlands National Park. Thank you for watching Badlands in Brief.